everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Voice of Immigration. I've got some crucial updates regarding the UK immigration changes, and if you've been eagerly waiting for the dates, you're in the right place. Stick around till the end to get all the details. The scheduled dates have been revealed for the comprehensive 5-point plan that was initially introduced on December 4th of the previous year, despite the significant modifications made by the UK government in the preceding year. The specific implementation dates of these changes had not been disclosed. This information is particularly crucial for individuals affected by various visas, including skill visas, spouse visas, student visas, or career visas. In today's video, I'll be discussing the recent official changes announced on January 30th, 2024, regarding legal migration in the UK for family, work, and student visas. To provide some context, on December 4th of the previous year, the UK government introduced a comprehensive 5-point plan encompassing various visa categories. The first change pertains to social care workers, who were previously prohibited from bringing dependents. However, specific details on this restriction were not disclosed. The second modification involves an increase in the baseline minimum salary for skilled worker visas, rising from £26,200 to £38,700. The third significant change involves the abolition of the shortage occupation list. This adjustment aims to prevent companies from hiring inexpensive foreign labor for jobs listed on the shortage occupation list. The fourth alteration focuses on the spouse visa, clarifying that it applies exclusively to individuals holding indefinite leave to remain (ILR) or British passports. The minimum salary threshold for sponsoring a partner has increased from £18,600 to £29,000 for the current year. Lastly, the fifth change concerns the Migration Advisory Committee, (MAC), a body that plays a key role in advising on migration-related issues. Stay tuned for more detailed insights into each of these changes and their implications. The graduate visa, also known as the post-study work permit, is currently under review, with details regarding the initiation of these assessments yet to be disclosed. While the specific commencement date for the evaluation process remains unannounced, notable updates were provided on January 30th, shedding light on the timeline for the implementation of forthcoming changes. Let's delve into the first update, focusing on care workers. Starting from March 11, 2024, care workers will no longer be able to bring their family members, such as partners or children. However, if you are already in the UK with an existing visa, e.g., 1 or 2 years, and plan to extend it after the specified date, you can still bring your dependents or extend your partner's visa without any impact. This regulation applies solely to new applications and does not affect those extending their visas. Moving on to the second change, the minimum salary threshold for skilled workers will increase on April 4, 2024. Importantly, if you are currently in the UK on a skilled visa and are extending it, these changes will not affect you. The revised threshold is only applicable to new applications submitted after April 4, 2024. The third amendment concerns the shortage occupation list, with anticipated changes set to be announced on April 4. Stay tuned for updates on this front. The anticipated strategy involves a comprehensive review of the shortage occupation list with the objective of removing occupations that do not currently face labor shortages. The emphasis is on retaining only those jobs that are genuinely in high demand and experiencing a scarcity of skilled workers. Of particular significance, the spouse-partner visa minimum income is set to undergo adjustments, starting from an increase to £29,000 on April 11, 2024. Subsequent escalations are planned, with the threshold set to rise to £34,500, and then further to £38,700 in 2025. These changes, especially impactful for British residents and individuals settled in the UK, reflect an evolving approach to immigration policies and economic priorities. In this discussion, we'll address various queries related to spouse and partner visas, with a particular focus on the fifth question concerning the Migration Advisory Committee's assessment of the graduate visa, PSW. As of now, there is no confirmed date regarding the evaluation of the PSW, leaving uncertainties about its continuation or potential discontinuation. For individuals contemplating studying in the UK, it's essential to note that there has been no official announcement regarding any changes. Therefore, if you are planning to pursue studies in the UK this year or the next, you can proceed with your plans confidently. Moving on, the announcement covers a list of questions, with the first inquiry delving into whether members of Parliament will vote to approve, reject, or amend the proposed changes. It is anticipated that the changes outlined today will be implemented as scheduled, without significant alterations. The motivation behind the government's decision to introduce these changes stems from the considerable net migration recorded last year. However, it's crucial to clarify that the impact of these changes will primarily affect new visa applicants. If you are extending your current visa, whether it be a spouse visa or partner visa, you will not face any repercussions. This point has been emphasized multiple times, with the assurance that the government aims to progress without affecting those already in the UK. As a result, only new applicants will experience the implications of the revised salary thresholds when applying for the first time, while individuals extending their existing visas within the UK remain unaffected. Now, turning to the second inquiry, can the combined incomes of both applicants and sponsors contribute towards meeting the new salary threshold? Or does the older threshold apply? When initiating a visa application from outside the UK, it is crucial to note that only the sponsor's income will be considered. Conversely, for those seeking an extension or holding permanent residency within the UK, both applicants' and sponsors' incomes can be considered, provided 6 months' worth of salary evidence is submitted. The aggregate of these incomes will then be assessed against the salary threshold. A subsequent question emerges: are there alterations to the required savings amount as an alternative to income? Currently, there is no definitive answer to this query. In instances where income evidence is unavailable, a savings amount of £62,500 is mandatory. However, it is anticipated that this figure may rise to £88,500, pending further clarification from relevant authorities. Transitioning to the next concern, will the augmented minimum income requirement affect foreign members of the armed forces? The answer is affirmative, regardless of one's profession. The impact of the increase will extend to foreign members of the armed forces as well. Inquiring about comparable regulations for spouse visas in other countries, the discussion touched upon Belgium and Norway. Another query pertained to the increased salary requirement of £38,700 for skilled worker visas, specifically inquiring if this would affect individuals already holding such visas. The response clarified that existing visa holders seeking an extension would remain unaffected, with the impact limited to new applications. All announced questions were addressed, and additional clarifications were offered on January 30th. If any points require further elucidation or if there are uncertainties, feel free to pose your queries in the comments below. Let's quickly recap the key points and essential dates discussed today. Starting from March 11, 2024, it will no longer be possible to bring dependents on a carer visa. It's crucial to note that not all professions are affected, only carer and senior carer roles. For those planning to enter on a skilled worker visa, beginning April 4, 2024, the new salary requirement is set at £38,700. However, healthcare, social care, and education workers are exempt from this salary threshold. The third update pertains to the shortage occupation list, with the new list scheduled for publication on April 4th. As for spouse or partner visas, the minimum salary requirement will be £29,000 starting April 11, 2024, for new applications. Unfortunately, there is no update on the graduate visa and BSW at the moment. That summarizes the key information for now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for staying tuned until the end, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you in my next video. Until then, happy learning!